Welcome to Opinions Like A-Holes, everybody, your favorite pop culture podcast where we have opinions and most of them stink. My name is Michael Zampino. With me, as always, is Hilton Price.
Dude, so many things that I love are coming to an end. This morning, I listened to the 350th, the final regular episode of the Completely Unnecessary podcast. Pat Contry and Ian Ferguson. Sad to see that go.
Your friends.
My friends, yeah. The only podcast I have listened to regularly.
Yeah.
That was my podcast.
What are you going to do now?
Masturbate more. No.
But you can do that while you listen to podcasts. Trust me.
They're distracting. They're distracting.
Fair enough.
No, I don't know. Probably Retroware. Jeremy Parrish has got a good podcast where he breaks down video game stuff. So I'm probably going to listen to that.
Okay. So, I don't know who Jeremy Parrish is.
Oh, man. That's the YouTube guy. We'll get back to that at Picks and Plugs.
Okay.
Because we've got a lot to talk about today.
Fair enough. You want to introduce our guest?
We do. He's very funny.
Yes.
He just did the Starlight Comedy Night.
Yes,
now
I was there.
Back. You were there.
I was kind of.
Right.
You were all right.
I was not. I watched that set
You were
back.
good.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It seemed okay in the moment, but watching it back on tape, it was not as good as we thought it was.
But our guest knows he did well. Jeremy
That's
Beck is on the
right.
show.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Your set
Thanks
was
for
good
coming,
the
man.
whole way through, and I watched it because I sent you that video. And that one was good.
I used that video.
Hell yeah.
So for sure using that.
You
I
had
was excited. I was like, oh man, we're both going to get videos. And then I saw yours and I was like, this is great. It came out awesome. And then I sent you yours. And then I sent out Valeria's. And then I watched mine and I was like, oh no.
You were good though.
Don't do mushrooms before the show.
No, it was not too bad.
It was that my timing was just enough off that like that's not how I normally do comedy.
Yep.
So the idea of using that tape as a submission tape is like no, don't do that. That's not a good representation of how you normally do stand up.
That was me too. I was off too. My delivery was very different from what I normally do.
Yeah.
So I can't say what went different there, but something went different for me.
Yeah,
I wasn't
who
even on
knows?
the mushrooms.
Yeah, you weren't. You had no excuse.
No, excuse, just bad at comedy. Just not funny.
Jeremy, when's the last time you did mushrooms?
Oh, man.
It's been a while?
The last time I did mushrooms was probably like 5 or 6 months ago.
Okay.
We got a chocolate bar that had an eighth of mushrooms in it.
Nice.
So we got it from someone in Oklahoma, because in Oklahoma here, y'all can just get about anything better than we can in Arkansas.
Who
Did-
knew?
I know.
Yeah.
I split it with my girl, and to be completely honest with you, I take medication that prevents me from being able to trip now. I'm unable to trip. I've tried taking LSD.
Oh no!
Damn.
This is bad medication.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
Your love is
in
like bad medicine.
It's good in some sense.
It's good for its
but-
medicating.
Yeah,
needs.
it's good for its purpose.
but for the tripping,
Yeah,
It's
I was
doing
trying
it-
to take
it's
illicit
doing its
drugs.
job.
Yes, it's doing its job. But for trying to take illicit drugs, it's not.
Yeah, it's
what you
hindering
wanna
that
take.
doing its
Yeah.
job.
And did the chocolate bar of mushrooms, did it affect you at all?
Not really. It
No.
affected my girl a lot.
Okay, good.
So
Good.
I know that it worked or whatever, and I've been in that similar situation before with someone else while they were tripping, and I still had a good time. It was just
Okay.
It's just like it just
You can't
I was
get
sober.
there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't get there anymore.
Oh, man.
You get that like little bit of like that first like kind of happy sort of giggling smiley feeling at least.
No, not really.
Damn, that sucks.
We were talking about the sets at the Starlight, and you mentioned what a great set Jeremy had. And one thing I noticed is you started the set with, you've got a bit where you're on the floor, and immediately you came to town with a couple of friends that night.
Yeah.
And one of your friends runs over with their camera and immediately like gets right over you. So they knew like exactly. You talked about this ahead of time, huh? They knew.
I've
what to
done
film.
it before.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they knew what to film for that.
Yeah.
What happened with that video? Did that like go? Was that just how you? Is that what you used to submit?
No, that's not what I used to submit. I did post that video as
Okay.
just like a preview because it wasn't the whole set that was recorded.
Yeah.
And it was on a phone. It didn't sound as good, So I did not use that to submit, but I just posted
Just
it.
for a post.
Yeah, just
Cool.
for a post. And I
Nice.
think it was like 11 of the 13 minutes and 46 seconds or whatever it was
Okay.
that I was able to do.
But just a little taste.
But no, I definitely used the video that you got
Hell
Michael
yeah.
for me.
And that was a phone, actually.
Yours was, yeah.
Yeah, it was also. A
I
phone.
forget that, but
Yeah,
it's
it was
a good video.
Yeah,
phone.
it is. Thank you, Samsung. Thank you, Samsung. Please be our business daddy. I will advertise your phones for you.
Yeah, we'll take their money.
Yeah, for sure. Or free phones.
Yeah, yeah. I'll take all their money for their iPhone money.
Give me. No, that's the wrong company.
Oh, did I fuck it up?
Yeah, that's that's Apple's.
Like we were gonna do a deal with those assholes, those a-holes, but
Those
then they got the
a-holes
name of
at
the phone
Apples?
wrong. Yeah, a-holes and apples. That's our new cooking show.
Apples
that's our
and
new.
a-holes.
That's our new foraging show.
It's like comparing apples and a-holes.
One of them stinks.
Boom.
Hey-o!
Actually, if you leave both of them, if you leave them out for a long time, they both stink.
That's true. That's
Get
true.
it? All right.
Oy. There was a surprising asshole reference in one of the trailers we watched.
Was there?
Yeah, for Let It Go. No, Just Go. Let's
Joyride.
Go. Joyride. I knew it was one of those.
Joyride, yeah.
This looks like a fun road trip sort of teen romp.
Yeah, this is it's like Crazy Rich Asians meets The Hangover.
Okay.
Right?
We had Seth Rogen involved.
Meets road trip.
Meets Road Trip. Okay, meets what was the Britney Spears road trip movie?
Crossroads,
Meets
right?
Crossroads. Yes.
Nice.
But
pull.
not Crossroads
But not the
featuring
Ralph
Steve
Macchio.
Vai and Ralph Macchio.
Yeah,
No.
not
my
that
guy
Crossroads.
Steve Vai in
Yeah.
that movie.
Man, there's not enough Ralph Macchio buddy comedies in this life.
Well, Cobra Kai's still going.
There's just two. There's just Crossroads and Cobra Kai.
And Outsiders, that's a real buddy comedy.
It's a real buddy dramedy.
It's a real romp.
It's a romp. Doesn't the church burn down that they hide in?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
It just yucks away.
I'm being a little. That is my favorite part. I know it's not everybody's favorite part. It's the best part.
So Joyride, about a couple of young Asian children. One of them lives with an Asian family. The other is raised by white parents.
Correct.
And as they get older, they go back to is it China? They go back to China.
Yes.
So one of them could look for their birth mom.
Yeah, sort of a like a homecoming sort, or not even like a homecoming, sort of seeking your roots. Sort of, she's looking for her birth mother.
Yeah. So trying to learn a little bit about her history.
Which her adopted mom, by the way, played by Annie Mumolo, and which, if you don't know her, she is
related to Burt Mumolo, the reporter here in Tulsa.
yes,
Okay.
also co-writer of Bridesmaids.
Oh, wow.
I was getting a big Bridesmaids feel off this trailer.
Yeah, so she and Kristen Wiig, I think, did Bridesmaids.
Because this is very much being sold in a the ladies can be crass too kind of way.
Yeah,
Which was a bit of a Bridesmaids.
I
bang.
love that.
Love a crass lady.
Yeah.
I love a crass anybody, really.
You just love crass.
I do actually.
No class, all crass.
Give me like a crass little kid, crass old man, crass lady.
Nobody rides for free. Class, crass, or ass. That's how that is.
Yeah. Or you play the band Crass, which I never was a big fan of, but a lot of my peers were. Did you ever dig into Crass?
Don't know no Crass.
They were a punk band.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they sound like they're a jam band.
Really?
Crass sounds like they've got a guy that plays the washboard.
No, that's Crash Into Me, Dave
That
Matthews.
that is a terrible song.
That is a jam band, essentially.
They are not a jam band.
I mean, they want to be very badly, I feel like. I feel like Dave Matthews wants so badly to be Trey Anastasio.
Mike, who is your favorite member of the Grateful Dead, and why isn't it Bob Weir?
My favorite member of the Grateful Dead is the dead ones.
Of course it's the dead one.
That sounds about right.
That nine-fingered dead
Great.
guy.
That's great.
I
The one that did the ice cream.
Ben and Jerry.
Yeah, that was him, right? Ben and Jerry Garcia.
A lot of people when they say Jerry, they think they're talking about Jerry Garcia. They're talking about Ben and Jerry.
His
the
first name was Benin.
Benin.
His middle name is Jerry.
Benin Jerry.
By Benin.
He's an African country named Jerry. Benin Jerry.
No, Benin is his name. It's like Bannon.
It's speaking of
Jesus Christ, I really derailed us from this.
from Banman to Denman, because David Denman is in this movie.
Roy.
Old Roy from The Office.
Were you a Office fan? Did you ever watch?
I watched it all the way through.
And then
Didn't love it.
and then
I
wa-
mean, like, it's
walked
not
away.
bad, but like, I'm not a big fan of The Office like everyone else seems to be.
Fair enough.
I
I
get
will
it.
say I would go see just about any of those people do their stand-up sets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or see Creed play some music. I've done that.
You did?
Yeah, I've seen Creed live.
That's right.
Creed Bratton with Mr. Me and Mr. Brian Siller,
Oh, that's right.
co-host of the People Persons Paper podcast, the podcast all about The Office that Jeremy will never listen to.
But you should be a guest on it, though.
You should.
Because it's good to have the people that don't like the show. You need that.
Here, it won't be as bad as the worst guest we've ever had. I don't remember his name. It might have been Real GT Bynum.
That's a deep off mic cut. Sorry, everybody.
This one's already gotten off the rails. But you've been doing comedy for a while now. Did you say 13 years?
About 10 years.
10 years
10
now.
years
That's
this
awesome.
year.
And you're based out of Northwest Arkansas, but you've been traveling around for a bit now, because I remember you coming out this way even before the pandemic.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Billy Bazaar from around here.
Oh, yeah.
Heard of
He
him,
used to
sure.
put on some shows, and he had some people from Fort Smith, which is where I'm at now.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from. Started doing comedy in Northwest Arkansas, though. And I don't know, like, I was just coming up here a lot and doing shows with, like, Terrell Norton, Nicole Miller,
Yup.
Mario Oates.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Demario. Demario quit comedy and became a bodybuilder.
Yeah, Demario is just all muscle mass now.
Yeah.
We need to have him on the show sometime.
If we can get him out of the gym.
We can get him here.
I was going to say we might have to go to the gym to record.
That's true. We'll bring the mics.
Just in between reps.
But no, that's a good lineup of people. And you mentioned, no, I'm not super familiar with Arkansas. Where is Fort Smith?
Fort Smith is right on the border of Arkansas and Oklahoma, right across from Roland.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, look
Roland
at that.
is where I get my weed from.
Okay, you come right across the border.
Allegedly.
Get your, yeah, well, you know.
It's legal
Oh,
for
yeah,
someone
look
to
at
get
that
it.
shit.
We tag every episode with Donald Trump, so there's maybe one Fed listening.
Hopefully. Oh, wow. Yeah, you guys are south, huh? I didn't even realize that. Man, yeah. But did you used to live up in Northwest Arkansas?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
When I started doing comedy, I was living there for about 6 years when I was doing comedy.
And that whole area and Tulsa have really had a bit of a symbiotic relationship for a while.
I feel like
now.
it. I mean, Valeria, who we had on the Starlight Show, is also from
Yeah.
Northwest Arkansas.
And we've definitely had other folks from there. Sam Price is
Yeah,
from Northwest
for sure.
Arkansas.
Yep.
Edric is from Northwest Arkansas.
Shauna Blake originally,
Shauna
right?
Blake originally, absolutely. Brittany Daniels,
Correct.
was originally from Northwest Arkansas.
Another transfer.
I remember doing shows out there with Corey Douglas 7-8 years ago. I remember going out to Nomads in Fayetteville. Was it Fayetteville or Bentonville?
Fayetteville. Yeah.
What was the one that had the fish?
The fish? Oh, I don't know.
Do you remember that was like a joint that had like a
It was a big old place,
like
wasn't
a
it?
fish statue out there?
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
Kingfish?
I don't
Ooh,
remember.
Maybe.
All I remember is I worked there with a comedian who I won't say his name, but he was the rudest motherfucker I've ever worked with in my entire life.
Oh, man.
And he was literally the most entitled and least deserving
That's a bold
headliner
title.
I've ever worked
Okay,
with.
headliner.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of undeserving, egotistical features.
Same.
That's a big slot where the ego starts to grow. But
Yeah.
the headliner, typically they're either carrying the weight or they're just jokes.
Never said a word to me before the show.
Yeah.
Immediately after I got off stage, called me a faggot on stage to the audience.
Were you, and I'm
The
going to
real
paraphrase
F-bomb.
David Cross on this, did you happen
Were
to
I
be
sucking a
his
dick at the time? No,
Yeah.
I was not at the time. I had just finished, but
It's so weird. I got to tell you, out of all the times I've been called faggot, and it's been a number.
I apologize for dropping that, by the way. But that is what
because you're
happened.
technically not allowed to say it. I can say that, so I'm gonna. All the times that I've been called that, and all the times that I've been sucking a dick, oddly, never the same time.
Never.
Never once.
No.
No, it's
Just
ridiculous.
quite the assumption.
Yeah, it's a bold assumption.
Yep.
And I don't appreciate it.
Very rude.
Don't appreciate it.
Very rude.
Yeah,
Very rude.
Bit of a dick move.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. Fuck you, Luke.
yeah. Oh wow, we got a name drop.
Yeah. Everybody can go through my history and find out the last name. Good luck.
Yesterday on Facebook, they told me that I had to, speaking of Northwest Arkansas, and I don't remember if it was Bentonville or Fayetteville, but yesterday on Facebook was someone's birthday who I was on a show with in Bentonville like 6 years ago. And it's the only time I've ever done a show with them. It's the only time I've ever interacted with them. I did not wish them a happy birthday. But here's the thing. How many people on your Facebook friends list did you do one event with and never talk to them again?
Oh, a lot.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I recently unfriended one whose post just showed up on my feed randomly. And I worked with this guy maybe like 2 years in.
Yeah.
So we're talking like 2012-ish, 2013 maybe. And like had not seen this person since and was a little grossed out by some of the content and was like, oh, let's get a hard unfriend real quick.
I also think it's
shit
funny
feels good.
when occasionally I'll run into like someone will tag someone and it'll be someone who I used to be friends with, but it was like that same situation. Like we worked together at the bin one time.
Yeah.
And then they unfriended me. And all I can think is, yeah, I get it. You did the right thing, buddy. Well, I definitely have always been a big believer in unfollowing versus unfriending. The way that I see it is if you're not going to have to deal with someone in your sphere all the time, maybe that's as good as the unfriend, but without having to cut them out entirely.
Anyways,
Arkansas, and out there in Fort Smith, do you? You're a gamer. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with the arcade Fort Smith getting ready to open up out there?
Yeah, I haven't been there yet. They had their soft opening not that long ago.
oh shit.
Yeah,
we do have an arcade now.
I'm super excited because I used to go out to Fayetteville semi-regularly to go out to Arcadia Retrocade. And that whole like old arcade, pay $5, $10, $15, play all day. That's my fucking Disneyland right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do y'all not have the barcade still here in Tulsa?
We do. We got the Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Max. And then there's a few spots that have like a single or a couple of units. Like Thrill House Games has got a small selection.
Well, I was going
of
to say,
games.
and the Max is one like where I imagine for you, like they don't have enough variety for to hit your what you're trying to get out of, say, an Arcadia Retro. What is it? Arcadia
Arcadia
Retrocade.
Yeah, bigger selection, less drunk people. Which,
Yeah.
and no lack of love. The Max is absolutely fantastic spot. But I'm not.
Shout out to Majda and the crew.
But I'm not a big out with the drinkers guy anymore.
Gotta say same, but I'm a trooper and I'm a team player, so I hang out with my friends as often as I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm 10 years sober in October. I don't really like. I don't really be like being around super drunk people. It gets to be a little much.
Yeah.
October what?
27th. Okay. Yeah. It's my sober birthday.
Your Oktoberfest for you is a quiet evening at home.
Yeah, didn't used to be. Has been well established in my stand-up.
Yeah.
You ever get kicked out of an Oktoberfest? That's bad news.
You got to be just the worst German to
Me?
get kicked out of Oktoberfest.
That's what it was. Is they were like, "Sir, we did a 23andMe on your way in, and you are not German enough to be here. Get your greasy Italian ass out of here." And I was like, "Hey, I don't know which part's racist, that I'm not German enough or that I'm too Italian."
Bullshit. You said, "Hey, I'm a walking.
I'm a walking. This is spicy meatball, motherfucker.
Marinara."
Oh boy, that's mean. Yeah, no,
It's okay to be mean to Italians, man. Jersey Shore set the precedent.
Well, listen,
And Sopranos took us home.
listen. I'll be the first to tell you that that the media has not done us any favors. But that's also doubled down by the fact that there's so many real life Italians being paraded around in the media that are also not doing us any favors. I'm looking at you, Trump's current attorney,
Giuliani.
No,
not even that one.
No.
Tacopina.
Tacopina, yeah, Tacopina.
You're making that shit.
You would think that I was, and I felt like I might have been
also,
at the time.
Taco is Mexican.
No. Not taco.
Taco.
Tacopina.
Peanut.
It is spelled with an M, but it's Taka is the pronunciation. Taka peanut.
I think you're making shit up.
No, I am not. This is the same guy who's now defending Trump in the hush money case that 5 years ago he was on TV saying that they had a case. He was on TV saying like, hey, yeah, if he made this payment in this manner, then yeah, they have a total case against him and they should pursue it. And now he's defending him in that case. And it's very funny.
It just goes to show you can do anything in this world if you have money.
But stop making us Italians look bad. God damn it. We ain't all like that guy.
You know what else you can do if you have money is you can buy Jeremy's book.
You can buy the book.
Because this was so hilarious to me. So I've known you for years now, and we just did the Starlight show. And then like a day or two later, I was creeping on your page, and I saw you linked to another Jeremy Beck account. Mm-hmm. And I wander over there, and that's like the Jeremy Beck, the author page.
Mm-hmm. More or less.
Yeah.
I got my comedy stuff on there too, you know, but I rarely post on that page at all. I try to keep it more for just promoting my book.
And then I think the page that we were already friends with, I haven't seen you mention the book much. So
it's just shit posting, constant shit posting.
Maybe
on
it's
one.
getting lost in that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure that.
But tell me about the book. So it's called
Beyond the Break.
Beyond the Break.
You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Barnes & Noble. You can get it through Books A Million. Not in stores, but online. I'm working on getting it in stores.
That's awesome.
You got to look it up as Beyond the Break, Jeremy Beck, because there's another book called Beyond the Break about surfing by Heather Buchner, which I'm sure is a great book. But
that makes sense.
It's above mine because it's from like 2012.
Yeah.
But it's about reptilian aliens in the government. I'll give you the first big reveal is that the president is an alien, along with other world leaders.
Wow.
And they're all having a summit because they've been found out, and then events take place from there. But it's just a lot about finding your identity. The president has to decide. The president is humanized.
Okay.
Basically, and decides the humans don't need to be destroyed or enslaved or taken over or whatever.
So the president. So it really plays into there's a conspiracy theory.
Oh yeah, for
that
sure.
People are like really like what is it, reptiles or something.
I just took every conspiracy theory you can think of and made them all true, and that's what I did. Yeah.
But so the president does turn out to not be human, but he ends up siding with the humans.
Yes.
Well, thank God for that.
Yes.
Because otherwise we would have been fucked.
Yeah, more ways than one.
Yeah. Well, do the aliens want to fuck the people?
So, I'm working on book 2 right now, which is on the alien planet, the reptilian planet, and it's about their culture. And there's this scene I want to have with this reptilian orgy, right?
Okay.
So
for sure.
they definitely be fucking.
Well,
so you know, there's one human on planet that they're trying. Like one person is like trying to fuck this human.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Now, does the human want the fucking?
Nah.
My question is, would the scaly lizard dick be like hurt, or would it be like ribbed for your pleasure?
That is the question I'm trying to answer right now.
I feel like the human would not want that question answered.
I always imagined specifically using the tail as a toy, like the tip of the tail. That's something I've always specifically
the teeth to the lips,
the tip of the tail to the
teeth to the lips, the tip
of the tail to the vulva to the
tongue
lips.
to the
vulva to the lips,
to the
Mulva?
vulva.
Oh, Dolores! You gotta love old Seinfeld cuts. I wish I still had that fucking bass line on the soundboard.
I forgot you even had that on there.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Man, yeah, so I talked about the last episode of the CU podcast, and they have a soundboard, and the relief in Ian's voice as Pat acknowledged that it would be the last time he'd have to hear the soundboard was palpable.
Yeah.
Like I don't hate your soundboard the way he clearly hated Pat's soundboard.
I feel like most podcasts where there is a soundboard, there's one person who just despises it.
Yeah.
And luckily you're not that person. However, we do know that when Ryan Green comes on, we can definitely
He'll hate
push a button or two. Oh no, he hates it. Yeah, he definitely hates it.
We need to make sure to interrupt Ryan with the soundboard when he comes on.
Absolutely.
Like
every time he talks.
I'm a man. Exactly.
That's right.
You're doing a great job of simulating. This is. I honestly like this. Or I don't like it. I'm done.
Oh, now you've switched roles.
Maybe I wish it was our episode 350, and we could call it.
We're getting close, Hilton.
We are. We're at like 261 too.
No, further.
370?
7, 8, 2.
Fuck.
I would have to look, but 260 something.
Here's the thing: the president is an alien reptile,
And there's nothing you can do about it.
and you can read all about it in Beyond the Break.
And then
Not
look
the
out
one-
for the sequel where we solve the mystery of Scaly Lizard Dick.
That's right.
And just make sure it's not the Beyond the Break by the snowboarder girl, surfer girl.
Surfer girl.
Surfer girl. Well, she probably snowboards in the winter. They're very versatile. Those board riders.
I mean, you got to get your adrenaline fix in the winter too. If you're
yes. And if you don't have a
if you're
reptile
like a
to
surf
fuck,
junkie.
it has to be snowboarding.
Yeah,
Or
they-
if you're a surf junkie, you can just travel, right?
Oh yeah, follow the wave. That's
I feel like surfers, for whatever reason, they have the funds to like travel.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
They
oh,
just
yeah.
do.
they
Yeah.
And
well,
they
they're
go all
from
over the
old money.
world.
they're
Yeah.
they either from old money or they put on the mask of a president and rob a bank.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
That is the surfer way.
it's been long established.
as taught to us by Bodie and Johnny Utah.
That's right. It is.
Make it 2.
We have learned that 65% of surfers are also bank robbers, and that is a statistical fact
Yeah.
that you can check on Politico.
Yeah, make it 2.
And that's how they afford it.
That's right. Now I want to watch Point Break.
Who doesn't?
I can't believe they remade that fucking movie.
I was just gonna say, did you know
Never
that they
watch
did
it.
remake it?
Yeah, no, we talked about it and how I was like very spitefully like, I will never watch this film.
We should watch
You
it.
can't improve on perfection.
That's true.
Remember when he calls the guy Squid Brain? It's one of the greatest lines in cinema. They've been swearing the whole goddamn movie. I'll fuck every other word, and then Gary Busey calls the guy Squid Brain, and I was like, that just seems so out of place.
Here's the deal. I want a day where all we do is watch movies in the Flea cinematic universe.
That's a Kiedis joint, my friend. That's an Anthony Kiedis joint.
But Flea's in it too.
I don't believe he
is. Flea
is.
not in Point Break?
I don't think Flea is in Point Break.
Oh wow. Okay, so the Red Hot Chili Peppers cinematic universe.
Yeah, that's right. The
All movies that have a member
RHCP,
that have a member
the
of
RHCPU.
the RHCPCU.
That's right. The RHCPCU.
Yeah, the Red Hot Chili Peppers cinematic universe are all the movies that have a member of the Red Hot Chili Peppers in them. So it's
I
Point
feel
Break.
like you could probably find one with Chad Smith at least as well.
Well, you could count all the Will Ferrell movies. 'Cause
Yeah.
All right, let's. This is you guys talk for a minute, and I'm going to go ahead and piece together what the RHCPCU consists of.
Oh, we definitely know it's The Getaway because they're both in that one together.
Yes.
That's the movie where Charlie Sheen and Buffy the Vampire Slayer fuck in the car while running from the cops, which I don't think is logistically possible. But damn if it
But
wasn't.
Kiedis is in this. I
Yeah.
didn't know he was in many
Kiedis
movies.
and Flea were in that. No, yeah, Kiedis was in a few films.
Oh, yeah.
Chad Gaylord Smith. Poor guy. What a mean name to give somebody.
Does he not? Does Anthony Kiedis not get a filmography? Oh, here he goes. Okay, he was in
He
the
was
Chase.
in Point Break.
He was
That's
in Point
right.
Break.
He shot himself in the foot in that film.
as well as the movie.
Oh, The
Fist.
Chase, not The Getaway. The Chase.
The
That's
Chase.
two different movies.
Oh yeah, with Charlie Sheen and blonde girl.
That was what? God damn it! What's her name? Original Buffy. Christy Swanson.
Christy Swanson. There. it is. Now
Yeah.
Flea. See what movies Flea was in.
Flea's in a lot more.
Yeah.
I know that.
He is a very talented actor.
It's like these are the list of his guitars and his effects. That's beautiful. It's just all on Wikipedia.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
that-
He's worked,
Oh,
my
wow.
dude. Yeah.
Since '83, he was in The Outsiders.
He was in
wow.
The Outsiders.
That means that
Uncredited.
That means The
Suburbia.
Outsiders and Point Break take place in the same universe.
Back to the Future 2 and 3. We know that Douglas J. Needles,
Yeah.
which Needles is his Christian last name.
Was he not in the first Back to the Future?
No, Needles wasn't in that film.
He was in Woodstock 94 and The
As
Big Lebowski.
self.
Oh, I forgot
Nihilist
he was a
number 2.
nihilist.
Fear and Loathing, Psycho.
Well,
Oh, the remake of Psycho.
so the Red Hot-
Rugrats Go Wild.
What?
so Rugrats Go Wild and Point Break are in the same cinematic
And the
universe.
Wild Thornberries
He's
movie was
Donnie
he Donnie
Thornberry.
Thornberry? Yeah, he's
Wow.
got television credits too, I guess. So he was
Oh, yeah.
Donnie Thornberry.
Oh, yeah. He's got a
That's
whole bunch.
crazy.
He was in Duckman.
He's in South Park.
Remember Duckman?
For sure.
Oh yeah, with Jason Alexander.
Yeah, that was underrated, man. That was a good show.
The Simpsons.
Of course.
Yeah.
As self, though.
All right. So now we got to find out what Chad Smith was in.
Or if anything.
He better be in at least one movie.
It would be really funny if it was like filmography and it was like Elf.
Nothing.
Nothing. Not a single on-screen. God damn it, man.
They don't even count like his Jimmy Fallon appearances. A Will Ferrell resemblance. There you go.
Right?
Remember when they had that drum off?
He's been
Yeah.
on Tonight Show.
That was pretty funny.
Man, yeah, no. Damn. And then who's the one with the eyeliner and the slicked back hair?
The guitar player?
Yeah.
John Frusciante? Or
Yeah.
Dave
Dave
Navarro.
Navarro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but John Frusciante.
Yeah, that was their main
Yeah,
guitarist.
so-
I guess.
Their second one. Because the first one died. Hillel
Yeah.
Slovak. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
was his name.
wow. deep
and then
cut.
Dave Navarro,
Thank you.
and then John Frusciante.
Now
You'd
Frusciante,
think I was a
playing
fan.
Hopper.
is he currently in the band? He is currently in the band.
He's been back and forth, man. He's got a hard time staying sober. I know
Yes.
that's a lot of the issues with him being in and out of the band.
Okay, yeah,
I'll tell
no.
you, I've seen him twice, and it was with Klinghoffer in between.
Oh yeah,
Really?
But it was still a good show.
That guy is very good.
Yeah. And opening for him one year was Baby Metal. I don't know if you're
I
familiar with
remember
Baby
them.
Metal.
Yeah.
So the band behind Baby Metal is Kami. It's just this Japanese metal band that's really good. And then they have the more K-pop style vocals over it. But it's a super fun show.
Yeah, isn't Baby Metal the one that Rob Zombie is
He's
in that?
always defending.
Yeah, he's in that meme about. Yeah.
Now I know Dave Navarro's going to have TV credits because of Ink Master,
Yeah.
so he at least has television credits. Filmography,
Oh, wow, look at
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Ooh, Sexual Intent. He plays kidnapper number 3.
Well, all his life.
FCU Fact Checkers Unit.
Ooh, he was on One Tree Hill.
Law and Order SVU as Mr. Ferrari.
Wow. That is amazing. Oh, I like that he played Dave Navarro on Odd Mom Out.
Yeah,
But it doesn't
not-
say self.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That is really funny that they're like fleeing everything. It's like self. Dave Navarro as Dave Navarro.
Oh man, Toy Story 4 even. Man, Flea's filmography is amazing.
It's very impressive.
Yeah. Flea, honestly, Red Hot Chili Peppers is the second most important thing Flea has done.
Now, to be fair, there's a good chunk of these that are documentaries
Yes, that's true.
where he's appearing,
Oh,
talking about other bands and stuff like that.
In
Or
fact-
like the other F Word. That's actually a really cool documentary. That's about like aging rock and roll dads. So F is fatherhood.
Oh, okay.
It's actually really interesting. It's got like Lars from Rancid's on there. A bunch of really cool people. I really enjoyed that documentary actually.
But I mean, he's the only one who has been invited back to play a character more than once. Oh,
Yeah.
I do see that he was playing Flea in Song to Song,
Oh, see, that's weird.
the romantic drama film.
Credited as Michael Peter Balzeri.
Is that his real name?
I do believe it is.
Good Lord.
Michael
Oh,
Peter
yeah.
Balzeri. And he grew up a trumpet player.
No wonder he went with
Maybe
Flea.
Dave Navarro's not his real name, and that's why it said he was playing Dave Navarro.
What is Dave Navarro's real name?
David
Michael Navarro.
I mean, that's Dave Navarro.
That's Dave Navarro. Yeah.
I mean, why would you change your name if it was Dave Navarro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I got to tell you, I don't particularly like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So
Same.
This is a lot more than I expected to talk
No,
about.
if you like if you find real like super hardcore Chili Peppers fans, you said you've seen them before?
Yeah.
You're a
seen
fan,
'em.
but not like hardcore, or are you a pretty hardcore fan?
Period of my life.
Okay.
And as a bass player, you know, I
Sure.
love Flea.
Yeah.
I
Fair.
really
Yep.
respect Flea.
I too
And
play
guitar
bass,
player
so
John
same.
Frusciante.
Yep. Same.
As a drummer, Chad Smith. It's really Kiedis that I'm not like the biggest fan of.
Yeah.
That's
I could say
exactly what
but
does
like
it.
as a
I'd agree.
band, love them.
Here's my thing. I love an era of the Chili Peppers.
Yep.
The early Chili Peppers. And honestly, I dig One Hot Minute.
Yeah,
Say
me
what you
too.
will, I
me
think
too.
1 Hot
It's my
Minute is
favorite
good.
album for Flea. Like I feel like Flea took a big lead on that album.
Is that the one with Dave
He
Navarro?
felt like he
Yeah.
had to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
that's
dude.
the only Navarro album.
Warped might be my favorite RHCP song.
RHCPCU.
RHCPCU. Yeah. Yeah.
What's
Warped.
your favorite song from the RHCPCU?
My favorite
That's a
song
real
from the
mouthful.
RHCPCU is the theme to Point Break.
RHCPCU
PCU is a good movie.
featuring Parliament Funkadelic.
Yeah, and the blind guy from Becker who was also in Hepcat.
Yeah.
Alex Desire.
Uh-huh.
And John Favreau.
Yeah.
Little baby John
Little
Favreau.
baby John Favreau wearing the shirt
Who
of
I
the band he's
remember
going
as
to
a
see.
child. I remember as a child thinking he seemed so huge in that movie.
Yeah.
Like he seemed like just a big towering hulk of a dude. And then later in life you see John Favreau and he's like kind of normal. Like he's a larger guy, but he's not like, I don't know. I felt like he like towered over Jeremy Piven.
Well, that was what it was they shot them in close quarters when they showed was that Gutter? Was that his name?
I think so, yeah.
When they showed Gutter, he was wearing the super tight shirt and he was always very close to the camera. They very much made him look big and burly.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
It seemed purposeful, I guess.
Yeah, like even when he went to that one house to smoke pot with the guy and he kind of like stumbles onto the couch. Like
Yeah.
they made him seem like a lummox, like a
That's a good word.
Thanks. I feel like I'm using a lot of good words to suggest size and
And avoid body shaming.
awkward maneuverability. Well, yeah, I mean, like he was
Back to Mr. Ferrari.
Here's the deal about Mr. Ferrari. Was he named after he got his car, or did he get the car because of his name?
I'm going to tell Becky when we're done recording, I'm going to be like, hey, when we're in bed, can you call me Mr. Ferrari? And then I'll call and tell you how the divorce settlement is going.
Don't. You think I won't know? Also, you 100% know by the end of the night she will be having you calling her Mr. Ferrari.
Fuck yeah. I think I won't. I love this. I love Wikipedia shit like Flea incorporates elements of funk and then in parenthetical, including slap bass, psychedelic, punk, and hard rock in his playing.
Yeah.
That's just such a lame description.
Why in the parentheticals anyway?
Yeah, right. Including slap bass, and then it's got
just seems like
then
the
it's got
first
a
part of
link
the
to a
list.
wiki link about slap bass.
Well, that feels to me like it's like some guy who really wanted to make sure that slap bass was mentioned on Flea's wiki. Got it.
They were
here.
like, put that link in there.
I'm adding that. I'm going to just add some parentheses right here where it says including slap bass because people need to know like that's what Flea's whole thing is. It's slap bass and getting Marty McFly to lose his cool. Those are Flea's two things.
Did you know that he played on the Anti-Mask album? And played with Mars
Yeah,
Volta?
I did know about the Mars Volta because he plays horns on that album.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Frusciante plays guitar on that album too.
And if you haven't heard that Anti-Mask album, they only put out one, but it's Cedric and Omar. And it's really good. It's very like stripped down, raw, kind of a, I don't know. It's good though. They only did
check
one
it out
album.
for
And
sure.
I was hoping they'd do another one, but man. But that new Mars Volta album, have you heard that?
No.
It's a trip, man. It's very different. It's a lot more like slow and trippy and electronic almost. It's pretty cool. I dig it.
I was looking up some John Frusciante while you were talking.
Yeah.
I remember when this one came out to record Only Water for 10 days. I was running the college radio station up at OU back then.
Oh yeah, that was that during one of the periods that he was kicked out of.
Yeah, it's when he was out doing solo stuff.
Yeah.
But I think he got back in either right after or right around then. 98 to 09. No, never mind. He was with the band at that time. He was actually with them again. That must have been after One Hot Minute.
I guess.
Yeah, because that makes sense because One Hot Minute came out when I was in high school.
She's my aeroplane.
She is. She is.
That song did get a little overplayed though.
Yeah. That song was where I started to hit my limit with them. That and I've been to California. I don't see what all the hype is about.
Okay, that was the other thing too. Is after One Hot Minute is when every song started becoming funded by Big California and the California tourism industry, and I don't care for it. Okay, you're a California tourism ad posing as a band.
Well, and I mean, I get it. Like Jenna Fisher's advertising St. Louis now. We talked about that last week. How
Is she?
Yeah, she's part of their tourist effort now.
She's not singing albums worth of songs about it.
We don't know. We don't know. Have you bought any of Jenna's albums?
Yeah, every single one of them. And you know what it is? Trip hop.
Well, that's unexpected.
I thought so too.
When she did the
It's like Lords of Acid shit, bro.
Well-
like, you would not think it was coming from Office Lady.
Here's my question about microdosing mushrooms.
What?
If you're not doing anything that day, shouldn't you just regular dose?
Probably.
For sure.
It just seems logical.
It depends, though. Depends. Like, because there's your version of not having anything to do that day, and then mine where like I might not have to go to work or whatever, but like I'm gonna have to be in the presence of my children.
Admittedly, might have to be in the presence of your children happens on a surprising number of my days off as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, we need
Jeremy, kids, remind me. Yeah,
I got a about to be 2-year-old.
okay, that's what I
Oh
thought.
man,
So yeah, like seeing a little person with your face on it when you're tripping is not a good. It's not a good bag.
Worse than the mirror.
Yeah, for real. They're like, avoid the mirror. Like, avoid looking in the face of your child if you're on hallucinogens.
yeah. See, I'm glad I didn't have kids because now I can still trip.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I still can. It's just more of a gamble. Because now I have to avoid 2 mirrors. Boy, oh boy. Oh, we never talked about the Not Bob Ross movie.
That was weird, dude.
The Rob Sauce.
It's
What did he call himself?
Owen Wilson is like Gary Golgani or some
Yeah.
shit.
Oh my God, that's not even it, but it's very funny. Gary Golgani.
Gary Carl Nargle.
Carl
Carl-
Nargle.
I'd rather have Gary Golgani. I'm not gonna lie.
Carl Nargle is absolutely nonsensical gobbledygook. It's so funny to me that they're like, okay, what's a name that's not Bob Ross? Like, it's obviously a Bob Ross. What's the word I'm looking for?
Analog.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is a Bob Ross analog. This is it is a comedy.
For sure.
According to the wiki, the film centers on Carl Nargle, who has hosted Vermont's #1 painting show for nearly 3 decades, while Carl's signature whisper has long kept viewers breathlessly hanging on to his every stroke. The station eventually hires a younger, better painter who steals everything Carl loves.
And that painter is Bob Ross.
Is Veronica Corningstone.
Oh, no.
Go fuck yourself, Vermont Public Access.
Let's paint a happy little middle
Did y'all
finger.
grow up with Bob Ross?
Oh yeah, man! I remember my buddy Eli. Shout out Eli Shell out there in Stanford doing your thing. He and I made a habit of after school he would give me a ride home, and my parents would always be gone, so we'd smoke hella weed and get stoned and watch Bob Ross right after school because it would come on like right as we got to my house, and it was a good time. Good time. Yep. Watched a lot of Bob Ross episodes to the point where like sometimes we'd be like, "Oh man, we've seen this one."
You're not also a painter, are you?
I paint a little bit.
All right,
I do it for fun.
Okay.
And
I'm not surprised. I'm slowly starting to realize that you're one of these creative people who has probably done a laundry list of things that you have not shared with us yet.
well, yeah, I focus on my comedy and my book right now.
Yeah.
But
That
painting
right
just
now is
more
doing
of
some
a-
lifting.
We kind of have that similar, bro, where we dip our toes in a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I feel like everyone.
Hilton, I
should.
did that up there, that painting right up there.
No, that is a classic poster of Marlon Brando as the head of the crime family in The Godfather. Oh, that. Yeah, okay, that's very nice. That looks like a young Thor.
I did that in the 8th grade.
You knew what young Thor looked like in the 8th grade?
1994.
I don't think Christopher Helmsworth was
Actually,
even born
90.
yet.
That was probably the end of 8th grade, so probably 95.
Well, you're prescient.
That was the one picture of Kurt Cobain when he had a goatee.
That's who it is. I get
Yeah.
him and Chris Hemsworth mixed up all the time.
We were studying cubic painting.
Okay.
and we had to do a cubic painting, and I did that one.
Well, it's really good. Have you considered maybe that comedy and podcasting isn't so much for you?
The art is definitely, that is by far the best thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Because I've recorded 270 episodes with you, and I honestly, you should be a painter.
God damn. You son of a bitch.
That's okay.
I've never been cut this deep.
That's okay. I should do hip hop.
No, you should do accents.
Exactly. No.
Okay, so I will say that Michaela Watkins is fantastic. You got Wendy McClendon Covey, of course, from Reno 911. Stephen Root.
Of Office Space fame.
I mean, Stephen Root of fucking
tons of
anything he
fame.
does.
Yeah, but
stealing the scene. But yeah, of course, is Milton from Office Space.
But that stapler is. They invented a stapler just for him. There wasn't a red swing line before him.
Really?
Yeah.
Before the movie version?
Before the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
I'm gonna
like,
look up this
before,
one.
or was it because of Mike Judge?
Oh, Michaela Watkins. Okay.
Yeah, she's been in a bunch of stuff. She's she plays, people's in Wanderlust. Did you ever see Wanderlust?
No. Of course,
okay.
I've seen nothing on this list. That's
Okay.
It's as Hilton a moment as we could find. Oh, she's from the Groundlings. That's cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
But this looks. I don't know if this looks good. Do you guys think this looks good?
I'm gonna watch it because
Yeah.
it looks interesting.
I'm gonna get high and I'm gonna laugh,
Yeah.
and that's gonna happen no matter what.
It's gonna be like just funny enough, and it's gonna be pretty weird. Mm-hmm. Like it'll be one that won't be nearly as enjoyable if you're not high. I feel like.
Yeah.
This is the IFC must get high required viewing. But okay. This is okay. I thought I saw IFC Films. It says it's scheduled to release on April 7th by IFC Films, but it do not say where or when. Or no, it does say when, but it does not say where one will be able to watch it. I imagine on IFC, if they still have a channel. Do they have a channel anymore?
IFC, I believe they're definitely.
Because it says to be released by IFC Films, but it doesn't say.
Yeah, no, I don't know if there is an IFC channel anymore.
Mm-hmm. So good job selling your movie, Paint. Don't even tell me where we're going to be able to
it'll
see it.
do
Is it in
just
theaters?
fine.
There it is. Still exists.
I think it's gonna definitely ride on Owen Wilson.
Yeah,
For sure.
For sure, and it'll be just fine.
Yeah.
It'll make a lot of money.
It's hard to hate on Owen Wilson. He's pretty likable.
Yeah.
He's easy to kind of poke fun at, but he's a pretty likable fella. Don't you think, Hilton?
Yeah, I
He's done some bad ones, but
whoa. What's his? Whoa. Doesn't he have a thing?
Yeah.
wow.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I can't do it at all today.
Wow.
Wow.
That's just wow. Wow.
He was good on Loki. I wish you would have got the. What do you like? The Speedo?
I forgot he was in Loki till just now.
Yeah, like the Sea-Doo or something. Don't you guys remember? Did you watch Loki?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he always wanted a jet ski.
Yeah,
That's
jet
what it was.
ski.
He wanted a jet ski.
And he got one, right?
Did he get one?
Yeah,
I don't think he got
remember.
one. I don't
Poor
know.
guy. Somebody get Owen Wilson a jet ski. Something tells me if Owen Wilson wants access to a jet ski, he could get one. I bet Luke's got one. Luke's got that.
yeah.
He's got that 70s show money coming in.
Forever and again.
Did you remember that Luke Wilson was on that 70s show, Hilton? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When he was
he was like Donna's boyfriend or something?
yeah, but he was also Eric's bully. So
And
it was like,
wow.
Kelso's brother.
yeah, Kelso's brother.
Okay.
Kelso's older
And
brother.
he bullied Eric and then banged his girl. Ooh. He like negged her. Remember? Didn't he like call her Pinsy Potty or something? Classic Luke Wilson. Anyways, no, I do think that's going to be a fun movie to watch. I think it'll be weird as hell.
Yeah.
And it'll be like funny enough, but it'll be it'll be a fun watch.
All right. I don't like it. I'm not.
What about it?
I didn't like the whole it's not a so like it felt weird to me to be like about Bob Ross without being about Bob Ross.
That is weird, and
Yeah.
but I think that's kind of its point. Is it's like we're looking at like a Last Days. Did you ever see that one?
No.
It was what's his name? Gus Van Sant, I think.
Was that Kurt and Courtney?
Well, no, the Kurt and Courtney is actually a movie called Kurt and Courtney. The Last Days was a fictionalized movie where it was a similar situation where it wasn't Kurt, but it clearly was.
Okay.
Kurt.
Yeah.
But
that's what that's what I meant though. It was about him or them, you know.
it was no. Courtney was not.
She was not in it.
in
was
it
just
at
about
all.
Kurt
It was
Cobain?
like
About
just
a Kurt
him.
Cobain analog.
It was like him in the last couple of days of drugged out solitude in his Seattle home.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. It was a weird one. This one looks like it'll be more fun.
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, and the nice thing is Bob Ross. He doesn't have anything bad about him. Like he
Not that I know
he
of,
lived his
no.
life. He was unproblematic. I don't even know how he died.
There
but-
was a documentary and that I haven't watched yet, and that I need to watch that did say something about like betrayal. So maybe there is a dark side to Bob Ross, but I think it was more that like he got fucked out of his legacy. Like I know there's like a whole thing where people say like don't buy Bob Ross merchandise because his family gets none of the proceeds.
Gotcha. Wow. Do you know he died on July 4th in 1995?
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Gained his independence from
Independence from this mortal coil. Okay. Oh, Bob.
Bab Ross.
Great hair though.
Years active, 81 to 95.
know,
Nice. Till I was 14.
Not enough people rocking the Jew fro. We something else only I can say. But
I was about to ask, is he?
no, it doesn't matter.
Or is he just capable of wearing
The-
one?
the
Because
Jew-
that's an even higher degree of difficulty, is if you can grow a Jew fro.
Without Judaism.
Correct?
Yeah, that's a lot of people don't know how hard that is. You
Oh,
actually
man.
have to get blessed by a rabbi.
It better be kosher.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And if you eat any ham, that shit falls.
It really messes with your volume.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Everybody knows ham sweats really messes with the volume of your
That's what it is. Yeah.
of your hair.
Yeah. A lot of people don't talk about the ham sweats.
I will be devastated though if I watch a Bob Ross documentary and learn that it was not natural, like that Bob
was a wig.
like spent like 2 hours every day like perming up his shit.
He was bald. It was actually a wig.
Oh,
It was
no.
a wig.
Honestly, if
That's
that's,
the
your
big
choice,
reveal.
I was gonna say honestly, if he was
That's
bald
the
and
big-
that's the wig choice he made, like respect.
The betrayal is when out of the shadows, Morty Schwartz walks in and says, "I gave you my hair."
Ew.
Good accent though.
Yeah, it's not quite as good as your English and Australian.
What is though?
Nothing.
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 Not a damn thing.
Yeah. See.
That was not even good.
It was like half New York. It was really nice.
Fuck yeah. I'm just like an angry half Jason Statham.
Jason Statham, L.A. native.
Yeah. Jason Statham from Bakersfield, California.
Oh, you want to go down to a Lakers game?
Yeah.
I'll meet you on Sunset Boulevard.
What the fuck am I even talking about? I'm so sorry. I apologize for all of this.
There's a movie.
I'm so sorry.
Jeremy, have you ever seen Cellular? A movie Cellular?
I don't know.
It's a real piece of trash, but
Okay.
in that movie, they're like, Jason Statham like does not change his voice at all, but he's like, I'm from LA. And it's very funny. Oh boy. Anywho, don't forget, Beyond the Break. Find it on Amazon. And nope. I almost said Kindle. Not
It is on Kindle.
Okay, it is
I
on
guess.
Kindle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. And then as soon as we get the recordings done, we'll have an audiobook for you.
That's right.
Yeah.
A heavily produced with lots of silly sound effects.
Yeah.
No.
There's ray guns, so a good ray gun sound effect.
So I do own a pretty hefty amount of sound effects. So we could definitely make all that shit happen. We can make it a real fun listen. Do we want to do picks and plugs?
Yeah, picks and plugs.
So picks and plugs, yeah, it's obviously plugs are self-explanatory, but picks, we sort of do like a pick of the week, where we tell everybody something we've been into recently. It does not have to be new. It could be a movie, could be a TV show, could be a book, could be a band.
I'll give an example.
it.
I'll go first. Our plug,
I
of
double
course,
dare you.
The Starlight Comedy Night, the second Friday of every month. Just because Jeremy and Zampino are not on the next show does not mean that you should not still come, because we've got another great show for you.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I've got 2 of the 3 booked already. We're going to have Miss Lacey Rains on the Starlight stage for the first time, and then Mr. Wade McFarland is coming back to the Starlight.
Nice.
Super glad to have both of them on the show, and I've got a third one in the wings. Can't wait to announce who that's going to be as well.
When you find out. No, just kidding.
Exactly. As soon as I nail it down. A pick of the week, man. I'm going to bring it back up from earlier, man. If you're on YouTube, and you're a gamer, check out Jeremy Parrish. He is one of my favorite documentarians of video games. He has been covering the entire lineup of the Game Boy, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and a lot of the other systems that were in those same eras, like the Sega Master System, the Sega Mark III, the Atari 7800. So if you want to get into the gaming minutia, Jeremy Parrish has got some great videos. Also, his soothing dulcet tones is just perfect if you're looking for something to fall asleep at night.
Does he do like episodic, like a game per
like
episode? Each episode is concentrated on one game?
Yes, or if they're not as big a game, he may do 2 or 3 to an episode to fill the time.
Not as much to talk about. Yeah.
Each episode fills about 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. Highly recommend, and even if you're not looking to learn about the entire catalog of a system, check out the highlights. Like check out his Castlevania video for NES.
All right.
Or his Mega Man video, Legend of Zelda. Just some of the big ones.
It's kind of like, how did this get made? They've been doing it long enough. You can go through and like find the movies you've seen,
Find the ones you
and just
like.
listen to those. Yeah,
Exactly.
start there.
Yeah.
That'll get you like a baseline of what the rest are. Because now I'm to the point where like I don't even have to have watched the movie they're doing. I still listen.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see how that would get you in, get you hooked.
So Jeremy, tell us where they can find the book and where they can find more about you and your comedy.
So I work with River Valley Comics. That's what we are on Facebook. That's our local group in Fort Smith. Sam Price, Edric George. I run an open mic on Thursdays in Fort Smith at Ben's Hookah Lounge. The book
Nice.
You can find online at Amazon is the main source that I'm selling it for. You can also buy the ebook for $3 if you like to read ebooks.
Word.
Like I said earlier, I'm trying to just get this first book out there, and get people reading it.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, check that out. If you were to have a pick, anything you've been into lately?
So, 2 bands, both the same name, Death.
Oh,
So there's the proto-punk band Death, which they had their album For All the World to See. That
Is that
to
the
get
one that
on
there
a
was the
major-
documentary about?
Yeah.
A band called Death.
And I think it was like they were supposed to change their name to get on this major label, and they were just like, nah.
Yeah.
So they never really blew up. But then also the death metal band Death with Chuck Schuldiner.
Okay.
Nice.
All of their albums.
Hell yeah. I will be, if you want to come see me, I will
we
be
do.
April 7th. You can come see me at the Heirloom Rustic Ales for Brett Jeffries' Riff Show. I believe you're on that show too, aren't you?
I'm not. I don't think I'm on that riff show, but I do actually have one just 2 days before you at the Starlight. I'm on a show Brett's doing there.
Oh, should
Yeah.
you do?
Just come out to that too. I'm also on Brett and Hannah's How Do You Do podcast, the new episode that just came out this week.
How do you do? You can also hear me on their latest episode of Podcasting to Perfection.
What?
I was actually told that it was quite refreshing to have someone on that did not care for the film. Spoiler alert, I hated it. I watched Tremors 5, Bloodlines.
Oh, yeah?
You've made a mistake when your 2 male leads are the dad from Family Ties and Jamie Kennedy.
Wow, yeah.
Yep, you've made a mistake. And it was a bad movie, but it was really, really fun to make fun of. So you can listen to that. And then, come see me there. And then you can come see both of us on 420
What?
at the Sesh Lounge. We're going to be doing the Dab show with our good friend of the show, Nicolo Burkett. So come out for that. That's going to be super exciting. I can't wait for that. And then a pick. I finally saw Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Very nice.
Oh,
And
that's great, right?
It was incredible. Incredible. I fucking loved it. It's not that often that I'll watch a Best Picture winner and really feel like it was lived up to the hype, but this one did. Yeah. It really did. I thought it was beautiful. Everybody in it was incredible. They deserved the awards they got. And yeah, definitely worth it if you haven't seen it. If you have Showtime, or if you have Showtime through Amazon Prime, you can watch it there.
Nice.
Or it's available to rent or buy, of course, as well.
Hey, if you're on Michelle Yeohai and you want to get a little bit more of her, check out on if you got Paramount, check out the first 2 episodes of Star Trek Discovery.
I don't want to.
She's on that.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to.
Fuck
you can't make me.
Fuck you, Ben.
I don't like Star Trek. And then the new season of Ted Lasso just started, and that show is still very, very good. So yeah, that would be my picks. Yeah, I just can't get into it. I never have been able to. And it's one of those things where like I'm not going to yuck your yum, but I'm not going to watch it.
You yucked my yum.
I did yuck your yum. I do that to you though because it's different. It's fun. It's fun to tell you how much Star Trek sucks.
You know who didn't yuck our yum?
Who?
Jeremy.
Jeremy, thank you
Thanks
for
for the
not
show.
yucking the yum.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Appreciate
at
it.
least.
Sorry, we kind of talked some smack on the chili peppers.
No, I don't.
I didn't mean to do
I
that.
grew
He's
out
so
of the
mad.
chili peppers.
Yeah.
I grew out of chili peppers. I will say Aeroplane was the first thing I ever learned on bass.
Oh hell yeah!
And that's what I played as soon as you handed me that.
Nice.
I was like, oh yeah, this
Nice.
bass line is familiar.
Hell
Excellent.
yeah. And other than that, what the Hilton? Should I say anything else?
California.
California knows how to party with the chili and peppers. Big California, get your money out of our rock and roll.
Take it from me. I love you.